going on there? So we just left the dollar store, baby powder for these tubes. I ran so very bad. Work, yes. Not too many people can say that. Not too many people can say it that know how to do it and do it right. So these are just some basic 16-9-24s. Hopefully everything's right. Customer told me they were tube type, so I got tube type. Hopefully everything goes as Viva Mexico, man. I get a lot of support from Mexico and all the Latin American countries down there for some reason, man. Thanks for the support. You know, it's funny how we do it here in the States. Every state is kind of different how we do things, especially because of the weather. You know, guys up north got totally different operations going on. But when you look at the operations that the guys got, because you know the economy ain't that great, equipment and how they do things will blow your mind. I got some pictures the other day from a guy from Chile, and it's pretty crazy. You know, just using the basic essentials to do the same work we do. We got tons of tools and they got just the basics. But it's pretty interesting getting those pictures and you know, chatting with them guys, because it's a whole different thing down there. Hopefully the weather holds up. I do have a mic with a wind pad on it. Hopefully that helps. I did use it the first time on my last video, but I heard a lot of, like, when the wind hit, it was like a lot of bass. So hopefully we could set up the tripod somewhere where the wind isn't going to hit it and you can kind of hear. The owner shouldn't be here. We're actually going to a private residence. Hopefully he's not here till a little bit later on, and so that way he doesn't get in the way. But we are supposed to put 2 tires on. These tires are already junk. They're split. The tubes are already cut because of the splits and the water's kind of squirting out. So hopefully this isn't as bad as I'm thinking. We just cut these tubes, pull it out, put the new ones on, fill it back up with water, be out of here in no time. There we go. First time live streaming. Let's see, 11 people. Where y'all from? I see Mexico and Texas in here. Looks like maybe an old Ford tractor or a Massey. I don't think we'll be too bad here. 4100 Ford tractor. Alright, I'm just gonna let's see this. That's what we're gonna be working with here. Got some spectators out here. My man out here chilling. All right, give me a second to set up the tripod and we'll get started. Just give me a second, guys, to change this stuff around. All right, guys, so my plan is probably I'm gonna leave this tripod so the wind doesn't kill it. Looks like a half decent view. All right, can y'all still hear me? Just plugged in the mic. We got audio here, guys? Let me know. If not, I'll take this mic off. All right, that's what's up. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some plates down, 2 jacks. I'm gonna jack it up. They've got water in them, so I'll figure it out once I jack it up what I'm gonna do. But I don't plan on taking the wheels off, and they look like they got their weights on as well too. So I just plan on doing everything there. I'm gonna turn on the compressor a little bit, and then I'll shut it off once I break the bead. But I'm gonna have to take the bead breaker out and all. All right, guys. So y'all know what I got going on, right? Let's see. All right. So you know the air comes out before the water. Most people would put the valve stem at the bottom, let all the water shoot out. We're gonna kind of do this a little bit quicker. I let all the air out, some of the water. I let most of that out, and the tube's gonna be trashed. So I'll be able to break the bead down, pull the tube out, or actually cut it, and make the whole process a lot faster. Put on my rubber ducky boots. Most of these OTR tires have a spot on the bead that's called the pry notch, where you could stick in the bead breaker. But this one does have it, but it's hard to get to. So what you'll see me use is a spoon bar that I put in between the bead and the tire, and then I'll use the farm tool for the bead breaker. So you guys still with me? Ain't taking too long, am I? I don't know about going all smoothly, but it's going. fuel. So what we did, we dismounted the tires. You can see it took me forever to do it like a rookie. But I've got a 4.5-inch grinding wheel. It's pneumatic. We're gonna grind all this rust off because it's gonna be a tube in there. So you want it nice and clean so it doesn't puncture the tube or anything. Just gotta wait on the compressor to finish building up because this is a an air hog here. But just gonna clean that all up, and we'll mount this side up first, and then go from there. Alright guys, so for the most part we went ahead and grinded the wheel down, make sure there was no rust sticking out or any type of burrs from the metal that will puncture the tube. So grinded that down, especially around the stem. That's where a lot of water will get in at. So if it was a real bad wheel where the grinding wouldn't do anything, you can actually use duct tape and just duct tape the whole wheel, but grind it down first as much as you can and then use duct tape around it. Use that many times, works perfectly fine. What's up, Peru? Dang, that's a long ways. Thanks for the support. All right, so we're gonna put this tire on. what you want to do anytime you got a tire that's tube type, you're going to put a tube in it. Always blow it out, even though it's brand new. You don't know if something got in it from, all the way from the manufacturer to the distributor to you. So you never know, rocks and stuff can get in there. Make sure it's clean. First thing I'm going to do is lube the side I'm going to put on first. If you seen what I did, I just put it on the rim and kind of rolled it on. I didn't even have to pick it up. When you do it, make sure you take small bites, which some of you guys already know. Big bites with the bar, you can rip beads and all that, but just take small bites. And then you can use talcum powder. I use dollar store baby powder. Some of y'all may wonder, that's basically so the tube doesn't stick to the tire, especially after you've done a tube type repair. The tube will get stuck to, like if you put a patch on the actual tire, it'll get stuck to that, and it can cause it to stick there while you're airing it up, and cause for it to tear or something like that. So I like to use this fishing tool, if you can see it. Put the valve stem here, and then I use this for like reverse mount wheels. So basically you gotta take, for the ones that don't know, is a retaining ring from the tube. Slide it through like that. And then you put this through the hole in the wheel, attach the tube so you can put it all together, and then pull it out. That way when you're mounting the tire, you don't break the stem off. Just make sure the valve stem centered to the hole. Do it, just make sure the tube's stuffed in there, that you don't pinch it. So I don't know if you can see it, I've already got the stem here. At first I don't tighten it all the way down because I'm going to let some of the trapped air out. And the quicker it won't screw on, won't get a couple threads, good to go. What I like to do on a tube, I don't know if you can see it here, the bead is actually in the drop center. So I'll lower the jack down where it's somewhat in the middle of the tire. That way it can easily air up. As you can see now, once it airs up, it'll be up on top of the lip of the tire. I mean the lip of the wheel. What I'm doing now, I'm just letting all the air out to help get some of the trapped air out as well. And the bead might break back down, but that's fine. And I won't use a quick air. I'll just slowly fill it up with a regular air chuck. That way it has enough time for the whatever trap there is in there to come out. All right, we're gonna let that air up. Appreciate y'all watching, all the little support you giving. First time going live stream, trying to see how this works. And I was hoping it'd be a little bit easier, but it wasn't, man. It ain't all peaches and cream. Now hopefully the mic's working out pretty good. Trying to find out how to go back on the chats, but I can't see them. So let's see, for the time I drove off and got here, appreciate that, Swole Gamer. Looks like we're at 52 minutes, 52 minutes too long actually. But first time doing a live stream, and it's like my first time changing a tire. Feels like it's kind of hard doing it and talking at the same time. When I actually do a video, you could do it many clips and then go home and edit. So let's see what the air pressure is on here. Once I started doing the video again the other day, man, try to get me some new equipment. I got this little basic tripod. It's a little small one to use. I want to get me a nice one that I can set up out here when I'm doing something and you guys can see it a lot better. I was even thinking about maybe like a GoPro or something I can attach to like on one of them head mounts or something, so you can actually see what's going on and do a nice little video about that. All right, so we're gonna change it up a little bit. I got one of those, but I gave it to my brother. Got to get. Let's see. Hopefully the wind ain't too bad, but I'm gonna show you a little bit closer. From Asia, where y'all from? It doesn't translate. No clue. Show you. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this pry mount. What I'm talking about. All right. Let's see. Right in here. I mean, not pry mount. Pry notch. It's a little bit notched out for the from the wheel. And that's where you're supposed to put the bead breaker. But since it's so tight, that's why I use my spoon bar to get in there. Reason I was having trouble with my spoon bar earlier because I bent it and it's not nice and curved like I normally like it. But let me see if I get a little close up while I do this. Let's see. All right. Can't do it like that, so we're gonna have to do it like this. All right. So right in here, that's what we're gonna do it. So I just leave that spot up first. Let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. See how my bar is not curved like it's supposed to be a spoon bar. So just want to put it in the middle and force it in. And pull it to you as you hit it. Hold on. I missed that comment. I got to read it back. So basically, I just use my body, push it back. Alright, that's broken. See, I use my spoon bar. You see that curved part? That's the part I'll stick in here, and it's hard to see, but it grabs the bead until I grab it. Like that. Looks like we're going in and out. Hopefully we're still live here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can. We're streaming. All right, we got some followers back, so it looks like we're good. So we're on the inside. Right here's the pry notch. I just lube it up right there. Remember, as you're pulling this bar to hit it at the same time or it'll pop out. What I do is leave the spoon bar here and let the bead breaker sit on it. It'll help push it back as well. What'll happen right here, the tube will get stuck on the rim and the tire bead will sit on the tube if you just let it down some. That way you can pull the tube out. lube that up. I'll take the spoon bar from the inside. I don't know if you can see it. See it right there? And then I'll pull it around and it's wedged up in the tire. Take this one and grab your bar. And then I just use it to go up in the in between the bead. I'm trying to take that inside bead off. You have a tractor with a fender. You can't use that bar. Use the small one. You can get in there and do it. Alright, let me make a little noise doing this wheel. Let me see. All right, I think we're back. I took you off mute. I think you didn't want to press it on. So, cleaned it off with the grinder, 4.5-inch wheel. If you guys want to see what I got. All right, this is what I'm using. Real aggressive. Knocks that rust away. It's got a little shield, help, you know, from blowing away the metal. Just pneumatic. Does pretty good. It's actually losing a lot of power because I used to be able to do quite a bit with it before. I do have a cutting wheel attachment for that. Real thin grinding wheel if I need to get in grooves on some of the lock rings and stuff. And then of course I do got a brush, and then I got this one, but I'm not gonna burn this one up doing that. So blow it out. And I almost forgot. It just reminded me. I come around this side, I seen the water hose. I forgot I gotta water fill these things. You see, when I lube them up, I just don't do around that area. I do all this right here. Helps it seat and helps it mount up a lot easier. As far as the baby powder, you can do it before you put it in. I didn't do it like that in the last one, but you do that, roll it around. I just get a bunch of it in there. And then I kind of sit it like that. Get all this baby powder out the way. And then I roll it on. No force it or nothing, it just kind of sits there. We back. All right. I don't know what we out here in the boonies, I guess. So the ring is on here. Put it through the put the fishing tool through the hole. You gotta make sure you put it the right way through here and then grab it, not up under there. Screw it on a few turns where it's tight. Somewhat look like this. Kind of make sure that the stem, which is here, but the hole is a little bit off. Just turn the tube that it's going to match the hole. Looks like we're going to be good there. Do that, and then this outer piece. I like my lube a little bit more slippery, but with the cold it kind of freezes a little bit. But there we go. See the stem there? They make these shorter. They make these fishing tools shorter, just like this. Has a core tool on one end. And then they make them in a chain. They break too easy. But these kind of solid metal ones, these work a lot better. So I don't know if you can see right here what I was talking about. See how the bead is dropped in the drop center of the wheel? Let's see, am I in the right spot? Right here. So that's from drop the wheel, the whole machine, I mean. And then when you look at it now, it's a little bit even with that, so when it airs up, it'll air up a lot easier. problem right here. I don't know if you could see. See right in here? It was still down in there while the rest of it on the other side was poking out more. So you can have the tire blow off. So it kind of readjust it, air it back up and see what's up. See right there? There we go. Now, here's the thing, guys. Look at a tire that if you let all the air out, it'll squish back in like it's starting to do here. Right? So what we'll do is add a little bit of air to seat the bead. Alright, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. Got the water hose adapter, water valve adapter. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, I got adapters to go into the smaller stem, and then this one is for the larger stem. Now, if I had a problem with this, I do have a rig there that's made out of a hose that I can bring it out farther. But let me see if I got my other rig there. Alright, cancel that. So, since I don't have my other rig, basically what I'm going to do is put this water valve on first. Then I can pull it this way and attach the hose. turn this water on. Alright. A lot of people want to know how much water goes in the tire. Well, for the most part, let me pull this up. Alright, thing's still low. But anyway, for the most part, what you want to do is, we normally do no less than a half a tire. So we'll do about 3/4. In the words, we put right where you want the water level to be. Right now, I just got it filling up like that because the way the bead is. Once it starts to get full, it'll expand out with the air that I left in there. If I didn't leave the air in there and try to fill it up with water, it'll be hard to seat the bead later. So I got a little bit of air in there, and once I start to build a little pressure, I'll move it to where I need to, and that's where we'll leave it. If there's too much air pressure in there, you know, you hit the tire, you can see how hard it is. If it's too hard, shut the water off, let some air out, and then redo it. I normally put about, see on these tractor tires, this one's about a 20 psi tire, so I put about the same. If the owner wants to go a little less, he can go less from there, but it's easier for them to let the air out than it is to put air back in it. And basically, I know when it's full when I get to that point, like say it's the 3/4 mark. What I can do is, you could turn the tire towards the top and you'll hear the jet of water hitting the back of the bead, and when you turn it back, you'll hear when it starts to splash inside, and that's where you kind of know where your level is. Like right now, it's making it sound like it's already filling up, so we got pretty decent air pressure here. I mean, water pressure. You guys probably can't hear it, but my water level is about, let's see, this out the way. So my water level, it's kind of hard to see, but like 1/4 full. When I turn it, you can hear the water hitting the back of the tire. So we're gonna go about 3/4, which is about right here. Just let it do its thing. Once it gets there, I'll just shut the water off. But it being so far, I may just pinch it here with the vice grips, pull that off, put the valve back in it, the liquid valve, and put as much air pressure as I need in it, and that'll be a wrap. Let's see. So we're probably gonna call this one because it's gonna be a minute. My battery's dying. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate the support, man. These emails I got and stuff, they were pretty crazy. Let me go over here where ain't that much wind and the sun. All right, go in the truck. Whew. So, like I said, man, guys, appreciate it, man. All the support there. First time using live, something new. Hopefully we could do some more. I got to get used to doing it and get a better tripod and stuff. But anyway, man, I appreciate it, man. The emails and the support I got, and some of the help I've been giving you guys. Hopefully it's been great help, because I know a guy just hit me up, asked me all these questions. Hopefully what I sent you was what you needed. If not, just hit me back up. The comments I got, you know, there's some touch comments out there, man, and hopefully what I'm doing is helping some of you guys. You know, you don't have to copy what I'm doing. You don't have to do it my way, but at least it helps you get, you know, your own little style of doing stuff. And see if we can keep going with these videos. These live ones are all right. Like I say, it's just hard sometimes when customers are in the way, when there's equipment, you know, noise, all types of stuff. Here we got the wind today, so hopefully the mic wasn't killing you, because I got this little dead cat on there, and I ain't too impressed with it yet. But like I say, man, guys, appreciate it, and let's see what happens on the next one. Maybe I'll jump on live another time, kind of do something ahead of time. Any questions or anything, man, just hit me up on the email. It's a lot easier. I can answer them while I'm on the road and stuff. And man, that's about it. If you need any info on the tools I use too, I plan on doing a detailed video on the tools that I use and leaving links to them. And what I'm going to do is ask my suppliers a way for you guys to get in contact with them if you want to purchase equipment or patches or anything like that, man, just to get you with the right people instead of getting stuff online and all that crap. For you guys overseas in other countries, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know how you guys get your equipment and who you get it from. So if there's a way I can help, let me know. And that's it, man. If y'all got any questions, like I say, hit me up, or you got any content you want me to put out. I do owe you guys the part 2 of the regrooving. I was going to do it yesterday, but man, it was storming outside, so I couldn't do it. Somebody asked me about some 19.5, so I got to finish some stuff I left off, and I'm going to regroove some 19.5s and kind of show you how deep you can go, and some tips on that. But appreciate it. I'm signing off. I'm going to finish this. Give me something to drink, and talk to you guys later. Appreciate it.